Welcome and thanks for joining me for this Wheel and Anchor webinar featuring our Burgundy culinary experience. Now, when many of us think of France, our minds often go straight to Paris, but Burgundy is a whole different can of foie gras. This is where French culture truly slows down, it breathes and savors, and it's a region where food and wine aren't just part of life, they are life. Now, I have to warn you, this webinar may cause some side effects like watering of the mouth or intense hunger pangs. So if you need to have a snack nearby, I might recommend you put this video on pause and go and grab something. Burgundy is a land of rolling vineyards, mustard fields, medieval towns, and Michelin-starred kitchens. It's where the rhythm of life is set by the seasons, the soil, and the table. So, over the next 25 minutes or so, I'll explore how this journey brings together some of France's most celebrated culinary traditions, from Dijon's markets to the bouchons of Lyon, in a way that's immersive, relaxing, and distinctly wheel and anchor. Before we start, let me give you a quick overview of how this webinar is going to go. I'm first going to give you a bit of an introduction into Wheel and Anchor and how we are different from other tour companies. And inside of all that, I'll introduce the key members of our team, and then I'll take you to the map and explain the geographical layout of our trip. And right after that, I'll talk about some of the highlights of each day of the trip, with some personal accounts from our previous visits there. If you've joined us for a webinar before, I do suggest you jump ahead a few minutes to the map and the day-by-day highlights by using the YouTube chapters, which you'll find just under this video. But if this is your first time with Wheel and Anchor, I invite you to stay with me through the next few slides, and so you can get a sense of who we are and why we travel the way that we do. Before getting into our itinerary, let me share what makes Wheel and Anchor different, because we're not just another tour company. In fact, we're a community of Canadian travelers united by a shared philosophy, which is that the most meaningful experiences happen when you take a little more time to go beyond the surface of a destination, and just as importantly, when you share those moments with like-minded people. I'll get into more of that in a moment, but if you're watching this, you probably have a bucket list somewhere. Most travelers do. It might be written down, it might be somewhere online, or it might just be in your head. But here's what I've learned after 3 decades of organizing travel for Canadians, which is that the real magic often lies beyond the bucket list places. It's about those unexpected moments, like wandering inadvertently in the wrong direction and discovering a cool part of town you would have never otherwise seen, or maybe poking your head into a cafe that's not quite open, only to be invited in for an impromptu conversation with the owner. These are the kind of stories we tell when we get home, because they fall outside the structured part of any organized trip. But perhaps most importantly, it's about who you're sharing these experiences with. There's something uniquely compelling about exploring the world with fellow Canadians, people who just get you. They speak your language, both literally and figuratively, and who often become lifelong friends rather than just fellow travelers who you may never see again. So if you value good conversation and a shared laugh and some surprising places, not to mention the freedom to connect authentically and explore independently, you may just have found your travel home with us here at Wheel and Anchor. Our travel philosophy centers on 2 fundamental goals that transform how you experience the world, and we call them being well traveled and being well connected. So let me talk for a moment about being well traveled, because it doesn't mean a race to collect passport stamps. It's more of a practice of presence. Sometimes I like to call it the curious wanderer's mindset, slowing down, tuning in, and allowing a place to reveal itself on its own terms. When you savor the rhythms, the stories, and the everyday rituals that unfold around you, a journey shifts from being sightseeing to insight, becoming an experience that shapes you long after you've returned home. If you think about your other well-traveled friends, those are the ones who have the most unique stories and experiences, not to mention some learnings from their travels around the world. The other point I want to make is about being well connected. And this is where Wheel and Anchor truly differs from conventional tour operators, because connection isn't just about your fellow travelers. It's about how travel deepens your relationship with the world. We like to find opportunities for you to get hands-on with art or crafts or cooking, which is apt in this case, and learning from artisans who have kept centuries-old techniques alive, and to point out the places where you can actually interact with locals and have the kinds of conversation you might have with folks back home on the other side of town. Put together, these elements create what we call the Wheel and Anchor transformation. You return home carrying more than souvenirs. You'll have a newfound perspective that enriches your daily life, not to mention lasting friendships that continue inspiring you long after your luggage is unpacked. This is travel that changes you. I'm just going to say a couple more things before we delve into the details of this trip because I want to tell you a bit about who we are. Who are the people of Wheel and Anchor beyond our members, of course. First of all, my name is Gordon Dreger. I'm the founder of Wheel and Anchor, and I've been working in and around the travel industry for the better part of 35 years. I've organized trips for Canadians to just about all parts of the globe. But I couldn't pull off all of these promises I've just talked about without an incredible team of people, all of whom are as dedicated as I am to ensuring that we deliver some of the best experiences for our members. The person who's most important for you, though, is our trip specialist team, specifically our lead trip specialist, Paula Zarnick. And you can see a picture of her here to my right. She is the person, when you drop us a note or give us a call, who will most likely be frontline in making sure that your questions get answered and assisting in you joining us on this or any of our trips. So, without further ado, time to dive into some of the highlights. So let me start off, as always, with the map, because this will give you a bit of an insight into where we are going. Burgundy is located in the eastern part of France, as you'll see here on the inset map. And this trip is going to take us through the heart of this region, from the vineyards of Burgundy to the gourmet capital of Lyon, which is a region where food, wine, and culture have been perfected over centuries. As I said before, this is a part of France where life moves at a gentler pace, where every meal is savored, and where the phrase art de vivre, or the art of living, truly comes to life. So, as I said, we'll start in Dijon, which is the elegant capital of Burgundy. And it's known, of course, for mustard, that goes without saying, but also for its medieval architecture and the lively market halls that were designed by Gustave Eiffel, who's better known for that big tower in Paris. We'll spend several days here before discovering the city's rich history and cuisine and exploring nearby towns like Beaune, which is home to the colorful tiled Hospice de Beaune and some of the world's most renowned vineyards. From Dijon, we travel south through the legendary Côte de Nuits wine route, where ancient villages and stone-walled vineyards produce some of France's finest Pinot Noir. Along the way, we'll meet vintners, we'll taste some exceptional wines, and experience the deep connection between land and tradition that defines Burgundy. Finally, we'll continue to Lyon, which is France's gastronomic heart. It's a city shaped by rivers, markets, and of course, a passion for food. Over the several days we'll spend here, we'll explore the historic old town, visit its celebrated market halls, and enjoy cooking classes and tastings that celebrate the flavors of French cuisine at their source. So let me now dive into the day-by-day details for our 10-day itinerary of the Burgundy culinary experience. As I said before, we're going to begin in Dijon, the capital and the heart of Burgundy. And your first question might be, how in the heck do I get to Dijon? Well, there is a little airport here, but it doesn't handle a lot of commercial scheduled flights. So the best way to get here is to fly to either Paris or Geneva, maybe even a couple days early so you can experience those cities, and then catch the TGV, the TGV, which is France's high-speed train that goes directly from either city into Dijon. After arriving in, you'll be picked up and transferred privately to our hotel, and you'll have the whole day to settle in and relax after your travels. You can take a stroll around the old town. The cobblestone streets and the half-timbered houses give you an immediate sense of this region's rhythm. The evening will be yours to wander around before our adventures begin tomorrow. The town is small and walkable and wonderfully atmospheric. It's the perfect starting point for a trip about flavor, culture, and community. Today, on our first day, we'll dive right into the culinary heart of Burgundy through its food, its markets, and its timeless traditions. We'll start the day off with a brief orientation led by your host, followed by a guided food tour through Dijon. Our local expert will lead us through the market designed by Gustave Eiffel, as I mentioned before, where the locals shop for produce, cheese, wine, and various other delights. We'll stop along the way at specialty shops to sample some regional treats, from the famous Dijon mustard to pain d'épices, spiced gingerbread, as well as local cheeses. Lunch will be at leisure, and in the evening we'll gather for our welcome dinner at a local restaurant, which will be the perfect opportunity to raise a glass and toast the start of our Burgundy adventure. Our journey today will take us south to explore Beaune, a small town that captures the essence of Burgundy's wine culture. After breakfast, we'll take a short train ride to the capital of Burgundy and wines. With our local guide there, we'll visit the Hôtel Dieu, the 15th century Hospice de Beaune, which is known for its colorful tiled roof and the fascinating history as a charitable hospital. We'll have lots of time to wander around the cobble lanes and learn about the town's connection to the great wine estates of the region before we visit a traditional mustard mill, where we'll see how this iconic condiment is made. Of course, we'll be able to taste it as well. We'll have a fantastic local lunch before we return to Dijon for another relaxed evening at leisure. Today, we'll journey to the legendary Côte de Nuits, home to some of the most prestigious vineyards in the world. After a leisurely morning in Dijon, we'll head out in the afternoon with our local guide and explore a stretch of vineyards which produce some of Burgundy's finest reds. We'll stop in at renowned estates like Romanée-Conti and Clos de Vougeot, learning how terroir shapes each wine's character. There's going to be cellar tours and, of course, tasting sessions that will be guided by the vintners. Later on, we'll share a traditional machon, which is a rustic Burgundian food pairing of local meats, cheeses, and pastries, and that will give us a truly authentic taste of the region. We'll return back to Dijon in the early evening and have a totally different appreciation of this region's winemaking soul. We'll check out of Dijon today and make our way south, trading mustard and vineyards for bouchons and Beaujolais. A private transfer after we finish our breakfast will take us down toward Lyon. We'll stop along the way at a famous Beaujolais wine estate for a delightful picnic lunch and a wine tasting amidst the vines. Beaujolais is known for its light, fruit forward wines and friendly hospitality. It's the perfect bridge between Burgundy itself and Lyon. After lunch, we'll continue on to France's culinary capital and check in at our hotel. We'll again have an evening free to explore, taking perhaps a stroll along the riverside or having a casual dinner at one of Lyon's countless charming restaurants. Our first full day in Lyon will introduce us to the history, flavors, and the soul of this great city. We'll begin with a guided city tour, starting with a funicular ride up to Fourvière Hill with panoramic views over the city and the rivers. From there, we'll wander into the old town where Lyon's famed bouchons serve hearty local cuisine. We'll sample again another traditional machon snack with maybe gratin, which are these crispy pork rinds, paired with a glass of communard, a local aperitif consisting of wine and blackcurrant liqueur. Afterwards, we'll have a lunch at leisure and a relaxed afternoon before dinner at a local restaurant, which will be yet another chance to experience Lyon's well earned reputation as the gastronomic heart of France. Today, it'll be our turn to step into the kitchen and cook like the French. We'll divide ourselves into smaller groups so that we can take part in a hands on cooking class, learning to prepare some classic French dishes alongside a local chef. The first group will cook for lunch and the other for dinner, but either way, it's an intimate, laughter filled experience that always ends up being one of the most memorable parts of our trips. We'll spend the morning exploring Lyon's most famous market and then uncovering an art form that you might not otherwise associate with this city. Our local culinary guide will take us first to Les Halles de Lyon Paul Bocuse. You might recognize that name. Paul Bocuse, of course, was one of the most famous chefs in French history. This is the renowned covered market where top chefs source their ingredients. We'll get a chance to taste some regional specialties from cured sausages to fish quenelle and local cheeses. From there, we'll head over to the other side of town and visit a historic silk workshop in the old town to learn about Lyon's centuries old textile tradition. And we'll finish off the day with some sweet treats: brioche praline, cousin de Lyon chocolates, and a glass of local Cerdon sparkling wine. After an indulgent day, the afternoon and evening will be yours to relax and digest it all. The last full day of our trip is yours to enjoy before taking part in a very special farewell evening. Exploring Lyon is easy, and you can do it at your own pace. Maybe stroll along the Rhone, or visit one of the many galleries and museums, or head back to the market to sample some more. You might not have known it, but there are actually a ton of fascinating places to visit in this city, which is why we've allowed for so much free time to give you a chance to experience as much as your legs are willing to take in. For our farewell evening, we will embark on a culinary experience the likes of which you will probably have never experienced before. The last time we visited Lyon, we dined with Michelin star chef Jérémy Galvan, who presented us with an extraordinary earth, wind, air, and fire experience that literally touched all the senses. This time, we'll have something different in store, but you'll just have to trust me on that one. As we say goodbye to our fellow members and newfound friends with whom we will have tasted our way through Eastern France, we might have gained a kilo or two, but the flavors and the memories will undoubtedly remain with us. If this trip sounds like it would taste good, I'm sure it will. And if you're looking to get some more information, the best way to get all of that is to visit our website. There's a link here in the description below that will take you directly to the webpage for our next upcoming trip. And of course, if you have any questions about this trip, feel free to drop us an email or give us a call. Paula or one of her team will be more than happy to answer any questions to make sure that you know that this trip is right for you. This trip is a dream come true for foodies and for those who just want to expand their taste horizons. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy following our webinars on new trips, you might consider subscribing to our YouTube channel by clicking on the button just below this video. That way you'll be alerted every time we release a new trip. In the meantime, whatever your next destination may be, I wish you happy travels.